everyone, and welcome to episode 4 of Tone's Talkshow. I'm your host, ToneFrance, and today on this episode, we're gonna learn, why does Evan carry around a sword? Why is Richard emo? Can Billy do a backflip? And so much more. You guys asked so many awesome questions, and unfortunately, I can't get to all of them. So if your question isn't answered on this episode, leave a comment down below and maybe it'll get answered on episode 5. Now, it's question time. Let's get started. Mr. Creator gives me a super donation. Thank you. And he asks, how tall am I? Well, on my driver's license it says 6'3", but I think I'm actually 6'2". I might have lied. But yeah, I'm a pretty tall guy, and a lot of tripods are too short for me. So in a lot of my early videos, I had to actually crouch down in front of the camera to get my full body into the frame. You go back and watch some of them, you can see me struggling a little bit. Boomer from YT asks, will I ever make my vlog channel? So, the answer to that is yes. And actually, the channel is live right now. You can go subscribe to it early at ToneFrance Vlogs. Go check it out. There's nothing there, but subscribe so you don't miss anything. I wanted to start vlogs at the beginning of the year, but I was just so busy with vacations and filming constantly that I didn't really have the time to take out my camera and record and edit. Although, now that I think about it, all of that filming, editing, and vacationing would have made great content for the vlogs. But this week is my final vacation of January. I'm headed to LA, and when I get back, the vlogs are gonna start. So make sure you subscribe to that channel. Santiago wants to know if I'm from France since my name is ToneFrance. No, I'm not from France. ToneFrance is actually a shortened down version of my real name. Antonio is my first name, shortened down to Tone. And my last name is a long Italian last name called Franceschini, which is shortened down to France. ToneFrance. It's just easier than Antonio Franceschini. Now here's a good one. Super Puppet Time did some digging on this channel, and he asks, will I ever do more gaming videos like the Skywalker Saga videos I did? Also, a song about the greatest film in history too. So here's the thing. Yes, I'd love to branch out and do videos like I used to do without my characters. But I'm enjoying doing my characters so much, why would I stop now? However, my friend from the video titled Song About the Greatest Film in History might help me make some music for my characters in the near future, so stay tuned for that. Real Madrid fan asks, how did I make all these characters and where did I find the items for the characters? So, for the characters, there are some characters based on real people in my life, and there are other characters who are sort of based on stereotypes. Like the mom character, she's not like my real mom, I just wanted to make her as mean as possible. And Evan is like a stereotypical gamer kid, and Kevin is like a stereotypical cowboy. But where I found the items for my characters, now that's a different story. Some of the costumes are from places like Party City or Spirit Halloween, but others are from my old merch store. All of the characters with the TF logo, that was original merch that I sold way back in October of 2020. But I am working on new merch that you guys will be able to buy very, very soon. Hopefully within the next month. But speaking of the characters, let's start asking them some questions. Our first guest is the kindest cowboy in town. Give it up for Kevin. Howdy! Kevin, it's always great to see you. Same to you, partner. Are you ready to answer some questions? Oh yeah, bring it on. The first question is easy. Stanley wants to know what you look like without your hat. Well, I have pretty bad hair, but here it goes. Oh yeah, that is hideous. Let's blur that out, please. I know. That's why I like to keep it covered. The next question is a lot deeper. Jennifer wants to know, what happened to your mom? Oh, shucks. Well, my dad told us a long time ago that she went out to the desert on an adventure, but she hasn't been back since. I hope she returns soon. I'll miss her. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen, but okay. Buster Brown wants to know why you don't play video games. Oh, well, gaming ain't really my thing. I'm not too good at it. I'd much rather be out in nature. But I do enjoy watching my brother Evan struggle while he tries to play some video games. That's too funny. Speaking of your brother, Evan Matzo wants to know, who's older, you or Evan? I was born 5 minutes before Evan, so I'm the older twin. You're older, you're wiser, and you're more liked by your dad. Lane wants to know why you're your dad's favorite. Oh shoot, I don't think that's true. I think my dad loves Evan and me equally. I just think he has a tough way of showing it for Evan. Dad loves me way more than he loves you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kevin's twin brother, Evan. Silence! Evan, why do you always have to interrupt when it's my time to speak? Because you're less interesting than I am. Get up, Kevin. It's my turn. All right. See you later, fella. Oh no, Kevin, don't leave. Too late. He's gone. Now, ask me questions. Lucas asks you a two-parter. Why do you carry around a toy sword in public? And what made you hate your arch nemesis 7 so much? Oh, well, I'm glad you finally asked a good question for once. I carry around my sword at all times just in case an enemy tries to attack me. Enemies like 7, who I despise because he thinks he's better than me at everything. He thinks he knows more than me about reptiles. He thinks he has a better collection than me. Not true, buddy. Speaking of your collection, Catherine asks, if you were to sell all of your toys, how much money do you think you'd make? Oh, easily over $1 trillion. My dad is one of the richest people on the planet, you know. I seriously doubt that it would be over $1 trillion. No one in the world even has $1 trillion, Evan. But anyway, Corey asks, how do you have all that stuff if your dad doesn't love you? My dad loves me more than anything in the world, including my brother. He buys me stuff because he loves me so much. Right, sure. It's definitely not to keep you from complaining. It's not! Red Coiny asks, for goated Evan, why aren't you appreciated on this channel? You're way better than your brother. Yeah, right. Oh yeah, now that's a smart fella. I am the GOAT, and I'm super underappreciated on this channel. Everyone hates me for some reason. They say I'm annoying or a bad guy. I am not a bad guy. You know who's a bad guy? My brother Kevin. For some reason, he's always everyone's favorite. Speaking of favorites, Gabriel asks, who's your favorite pet? Oh, I don't like picking favorites. But if I had to choose, it would be my lizard, Raggedy Ann. My snake, Raggedy Stan, is a big troublemaker. And my cat, Ralph, I haven't seen in like a year. Evan. Raggedy Stan, I didn't mean what I said. I'm sorry. I love you just as much as your sister. Phew. I am so glad he's gone. Now, let's bring out another guest. He thinks he's too cool for school, and that makes him a fool. Please welcome Trevor. Oh yeah! Sit down, Trevor, so we can get this over with. So, what do my fans want to know about me on this episode? How do I get my hair to look so good? What's my workout routine? Yeah, I don't think anyone really cares about that stuff. Amaresh asks, why do you say you're the coolest but you get no girls? I get lots of girls, but the reason you guys never hear about them is because I like to pretend that I'm single so that I can get more girls. But in reality, I have about like 72 or 73 girlfriends. That's a lie. You've never had a girlfriend and you probably never will. Hey man, you don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Oh yeah, sure. Okay, moving on. Rihanna asks, where did you get your glasses? Oh, well, my original glasses were from a sponsor of this channel from years and years ago. But these sunglasses are from Walmart. I had to buy a new pair because in my Trevor Tries Fishing video, I lost them in the water. That is actually a true story. Toxic007 asks, what happened to your little brother? Oh, that little devil. My dad shipped him away to Good Boy Camp years ago, and he never came back. I do not miss him. That's horrible. Anyway, James asks if you're faster than Richard. Oh, I totally am. But I don't want to race him because Richard is my best friend and I don't want to embarrass him. Skylar asks, how is Richard your best friend? How? Because we're one and the same. We're both the most popular people in school. We're literally the best of friends. Trevor, I keep telling you we aren't best friends, man. I don't like you at all. And there's Richard. Everyone please clap for him or else he'll get mad. Thanks. Yeah, Richard! Okay, Trevor, that's enough of you. Bye-bye. Aw, man. Richard, thanks so much for being here. There's like a million places I would much rather be. I'm sure, so I won't waste too much of your time. Katie asks, why do you hate Trevor? Because he's annoying, and he thinks I'm his friend when I'm clearly not. Real funny, Richard. Shut up, dude. James asks, how did you become so cool and popular? 3 words. I don't care. Oh, I think I get it now. So not caring about anything makes people like you more. Yeah, sure. I guess that's what I mean. You're so hard to figure out, Richard. Anyway, Aston asks, where are your parents? They're dead. That's not true. He has a mother who loves him very much. She's dead in my eyes. Okay. Adrian asks, why are you emo? Because life is torture. Being emo gives me purpose. You're starting to scare me a little bit, Richard, but okay. Final question. Task asks, if you're self-aware that you and your friends are not real, why don't you tell them that they're made up? Because they're all idiots. If I told them that we were all just characters played by you, their brains would probably break. My brain's breaking just thinking about this. Cool. Glad I ruined your day. Peace out. On that note, let's take a break from asking the characters questions and let's ask me some more questions, shall we? Leslie asks, in your videos, it looks like you're in different houses. Do you own several houses and all those Lego sets in Kevin and Evan's house in the basement? So the answer to this is yes, I do own all those Lego sets, and I actually like to buy more so that I have more props to use in videos. But I also have fun building them. Now, the answer to the different houses is true. I do have a lot of different houses that I go to. But they aren't all owned by me. I go to my mom's house, my dad's house, my aunt's house, my grandma's house. Even some of the places that aren't houses are owned by my family. Like the restaurant I filmed in Nerf Wars 5 is owned by a distant family member. So I hope that answers your question. Anyway, let's move on. Grayson Plays asks, what is the hardest scene I've ever made? So I really had to think about this because a lot of scenes are tough to film because it's usually just me. But I'd say the hardest shot for me to film was definitely this shot right here from Nerf Wars. Now, do you want to know how I did it? Evan was the only person actually there in the shot. All the rest of the characters were standing in front of a green screen and I keyed them in after the fact. So if you look back, you can see that all the characters are lit a little bit differently than Evan was lit. But I tried to make it look good. It's really tough sometimes. Speaking of editing, Monster Jam asks what website I use to edit my videos and how do I get videos from my phone to my computer. So let me answer the second question first. I either use a USB cord, plug it into my phone and my computer and do it that way, or if I don't have the time to do that, I just airdrop. It's simple. I have a Mac computer, I have an iPhone, I just do it that way. But when I'm transferring footage from my camera to my computer, I use the SD card reader on my computer and just slide it into the slot and it works just fine. For editing my videos, I use Final Cut Pro. It's a less advanced software, but it gets the job done for me. Here's a big one. Anthony asks, what happened to Cornelius? And Linda asks, when will I bring back Cornelius? Cornelius is a very interesting fellow. He hasn't been around for about a year and hopefully it stays that way. But you never know when Cornelius might pop up. If it were up to me, which it is, he's going to return at some point within this year, when you least expect it. So make sure your eyes are peeled for that little devil Cornelius. Alright, now let's move on to our next guest. You don't want to talk to this guy unless it's about homework. Please welcome Ned. Salutations! Take a seat, Ned. How do you do, good sir? I'm fine, but my time for answering questions is over. Now it's your time. Cool Kids asks, do you get paid to be on Billy Eats? If not, why are you on the show? No, I don't get paid. Originally, I did it out of the kindness of my heart, but now I just get bullied by that entire crew. Perhaps I should tell their parents. There you go again, being a tattletale. Foxy asks, why are you always a snitch? I don't approve of that word. I am not a snitch or a tattletale. I just strongly dislike when people don't follow the rules. So I tell on them so that they don't do it again. So you are a tattletale. Stacy asks, why don't you try being cool for once instead of being a nerd? I'm not a nerd. I'm just well educated. And in my opinion, being educated is the coolest thing in the world. Jeffrey Santos asks, when do we need education in life? We need education at all times of the day, but I'm assuming he meant to ask, why do we need education? And my answer to that is simple. Education is as important as breathing. We all need to be educated because being smart opens pathways for many opportunities. Are you actually smart though? Roscoe wants to know what your IQ is. Oh, my IQ is extremely high. It's 100. Ned, that's not high. That's actually pretty average. What? I thought 100 was as high as the scale goes. I thought I was a genius. No, 150s is genius level IQ. You're just average. I'm just average? No! Well, that wasn't fun, but now let's bring out a guest who is fun. Billy!
Hey everyone!
Hey Billy, come on over, take a seat.
Okay, man, I'm hungry.
You always are. FNAF World Man asks, don't you get sick from eating all that junk?
Oh yeah, I get bellyaches all the time, but I like to consider bellyaches as a special reward for eating so much.
I think it might be time for you to go on a diet. Kingston asks, what's your second favorite food?
Pizza!
No, Billy, that's your first favorite. What's your second favorite?
Oh man, I never thought about that before. Quesadillas, because they're like pizza, but inside out.
Great. B asks, what's your favorite food place besides Pizza Hut?
Oh wow, I never thought about that before. Probably Taco Bell, because it has quesadillas.
Oh, Billy, the littlest things make you happy. Wesley wants to know why you're always happy.
Because we're on Earth for only 100 days, so why should we be sad?
Okay, that's a good mindset to have. Anyway, Raquel wants to know if you can do a backflip.
Oh yeah, I can. Watch this. Ow!
Oh, Billy, are you okay?
No, I need to go to the doctor. Oh, ow.
Okay, let's move on to our next guest. He's small, but he's mighty. Everyone please give it up for little Johnny. Hello. I can do a backflip. I'm sure you can, but please don't try. We've already had enough injuries on this show. Okay, Matthew has a few questions for you. The first one is, when did you meet your cousin? A couple days ago, I think. That's very wrong. You've known him for years. Oh, sorry. I can't count. The next question is, what's your favorite food or drink? A milkshake is a food and a drink. So that. I said food or drink, but okay, I guess you're just too dumb to understand. Who do you like to hang out with most in your cousin's friend group? Richard, because he's dangerous, and I like danger. Oh, I know you do. Lucas asks, why does your shark puppet Danny get you in trouble a lot? Oh, Danny isn't my puppet anymore. We aren't friends because he made me evil, and I don't like being evil. I like being good. Well, Danny is here now. Come on out, Danny. Oh no!
Hello, boy.
Go away, Danny. I don't want to talk to you. Is this your first time seeing each other since Nerf Wars?
Yes, it is. And look at how pathetic you are without me, boy.
I'm better than I ever was with you.
That's a lie, and you know it.
Jack wants to know why you chose the name Danny. Oh, I didn't pick it. The mysterious man who gave Danny to me told me that was his name.
Yes, I miss my old owner. I must find him and be reunited with him so that I can take over the world! Ha 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 ha!
Good winnings! I really worry about him. Anyway, Veronica asks, how did your aunt adopt you? She didn't adopt me! My parents are coming home soon! I hate to break it to you, but they're never coming back. Wow, now that's a way to make an entrance. Everyone, please give it up for the character you've all been waiting for. The main character! Thank you, thank you. Wait, so my parents aren't coming back? Take a seat. We've got some big questions for you. Let's do this. Mystery Man wants to know why you hate little Johnny when he's just a little kid. I don't hate him. He's my cousin. I have to love him. He just gets on my nerves sometimes. He's like a little brother. Among Us, EE asks, how would you rate Billy as a friend? He's a fun guy, but if you get between him and food, he'll kill you. So I'd give Billy an 8 out of 10 on the friendship scale. Stanley wants to know why you wear a Mario hat every day. Oh, because I like Mario. And this hat also has a Lego logo on it. So it's Mario and Lego. You can't beat that. But this hat may be leaving soon for an updated hat in the near future. Hint, hint. Ah, a merch tease. I like it. All right, McDonald's is good asks, will you ever get your own show? Well, I don't know. I like to think that my show is everything because I'm in pretty much everything. But wouldn't you want to have your own show named after you? Well, I would need a name in order to do that. Well, I have some good news for you. The fans pitched in hundreds of name ideas, and one name was mentioned a lot. What was it? Well, ever since this YouTube and TikTok journey began, it's always been just me and you. Uh-huh. You are based off of me, and the fans can see that too. So, what's my name? Your name is Tone. But that's your name. Yes, but it's your name now too. I'm so confused. So I'm ToneFrance and you're ToneFrance? Uh-huh. I need a second to figure this out. Well, now you guys know. The main character's name is Tone, or the main character, whichever one you prefer. The main character was always meant to be me, but then he evolved into kind of his own character. So, if you're confused, just call him the main character. Nothing has to change, but if you want to give him a name, his name is Tone, just like me. This is what a lot of you guys wanted, so I made sure to make it happen. Now, before we end the show, let's look at some art sent to me by fans. You can send me art in my DMs on Instagram at ToneFrance. This is from Nicholas Loves Sam Hain 2023. This one's from L_Honeybun956. This one's from 1TC_Freddy Master. This one's from PA0ER6882. And look at this one. LMurph25 was watching my videos in Minecraft. This art is from Jaden Lopez. This one's from Matthew_Serrano06. And this one is from Springzilla54. And this hilarious Photoshop job was sent to me while I was editing this video. I almost didn't include it, but it was just too good. I had to. Thank you guys so much. I love getting fan art. Now, if your question wasn't answered on this episode, don't worry. Leave a comment down below and maybe it'll get answered on the next episode. And make sure to keep your eyes peeled for merch announcements and vlog announcements very soon. Thanks for watching Tone's Talk Show. See ya.